For more action, it's the GT4. It's the 1 hour of Bathurst. I'm not alone today. I'm joined by Nick and Jan. Hello, boys.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, today we're going to enjoy some racing around the Mount Panorama circuit. The turn-ups, there are not a lot of people racing today, but it's sure to be a fun race.
Sure do hope so.
I hope so too.
We don't get the ball fest we got from F1 earlier today.
I mean, yeah, F1 wasn't great. Let's hope this will be better. I reckon it will be.
Yeah. I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Find out.
You guys got any favourites or not coming into this race?
I'm gonna have to say Olds.
Olds.
Yeah, I haven't really been looking into this series too much, but I mean, I've seen Turismo winning an awful lot. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, Turismo Limbo,
yeah.
As we see Fran Carup, obviously GT3 driver, in the chat saying, "Sup Joey, I'm doing good." I think it's time to go to quali, boys. Here we go. Qualifying is a 20-minute session. Drivers will have the time to do as many laps as they will, or as they can.
Just waiting for it to load up.
Yep.
As we're waiting for it to load up, I've just gone ahead and subscribed to the SAGO channel.
It's always a good thing to do.
As should you all.
After that.
I think the Porsche is good around here. But yeah, then it is. The Porsche is good at everything.
It's just got the straight line speed, which really helps.
At the back straight, at the first sector it does. But it's a bit understeery, so it kind of...
Coming up through Griffins is the first guys out.
Yeah. Morrico leading the pack.
They make their way up the mountain.
Gonna be exciting though. Oh, exciting, yeah. I'm wondering who got pulled.
I don't know any of these corner names, but I just see some people driving through the twisties.
Me neither.
Call them from now on.
I don't know any of the corners too, but thank God I know the track name. Mount Panorama, that's where we're racing on.
Felmy, and now they take it into Skyline, the most famous corner on this historic Australian track.
It sure does look good.
Through the dipper now.
It is a very scenic kind of route, this Bathurst track, but
Ooh, brushing the
still
wall.
a very challenging route indeed.
Yeah, for sure.
Now the boys are driving their way all the way down to the chase. And this is one hard corner on the brakes.
I got my money on Turismo for today though.
Yep, he's got the pace, but through free practice, Old W Machines has been a few tenths quicker.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
we'll see about that. And here they go to start their flying laps.
Let's have it on board with Warrico. I'll see how he attacks this corner.
Nice and easy.
Nice and easy, yeah. It's always
Cutting.
it's always fine to get a first lap in. That's competitive instead of like pushing all the time and then crashing.
Especially on this track.
Yeah, it's important to set representative banker lap, if you will.
Obviously, yeah.
You won't have too many opportunities to set laps in this very long track, if you say so.
Yeah.
As the lap times do go over 2 minutes.
Longer than the average track, but obviously nowhere as long as Le Mans or the Nordschleife, obviously.
Still very demanding though.
That's true, definitely. Especially the GT3 drivers who have to take this track around night. Which is going to be really hard.
Be, pretty awesome to see.
Let's just hope the racing stays clean and it won't be a Wreckmania fest.
These guys have been pretty good so far. So, expecting a clean race.
Yeah, me too.
Always, I noticed Ben Yeats going a bit out of that elbow corner.
I've got no idea, but he the first time comes, or Rico, what he's going to set.
Right.
It's going to be a 2 minutes at 15.3 to beat for the drivers.
Obviously, me being a GT3 driver, I do not have any clue whether that is competitive or not in the GT4 class.
And to be honest, Nick and I don't know either, so we'll have to see. As Nick, PSV that takes provisional pole.
An improvement by over 2 seconds.
That is, yeah. Mr. Person in P2. Rocking with the Mercedes.
Limbo really late, now he gets out.
Yeah, it's on his outlap. Yeah, still 50 minutes. Yeah, that's enough to get good laps in.
A lot of space in this track, definitely, even more so with only 7 turn-ups. So yeah, people won't have to worry too much about traffic.
Well, that's a good thing for them, but not for us. Obviously, no points rewarded this race. It's a one-off. The only thing that will get rewarded is the SAGO Endurance Trophy, which is basically some fictional trophy me and the guys came up with to do a little fun event with. But still, fun.
Yep. So, most of the guys are heading down back straight now towards the chase. So we'll see some more representative times of. It's gonna be.
Well, Rico not up on his time. I don't think Warrico will improve, but we'll see as he goes into the pit lane. Let's see what Ben Yeed can do.
Chicane. Going into the
pit lane is a bit of a murder fest.
Ben Yeet, will he improve? He does.
Yeah.
Up to P3 for Ben Yeet.
It'll be interesting to see how many people will get caught up on that little chicane, reminding me of the Singapore Sling.
Oh yeah,
the day.
That's a classic one. It got so many drivers out, but obviously there isn't a water crashing. Here at least. I see if all W machines can make an improvement. Which he does. He improves by 6 tenths, but it's not enough to beat PSV this time.
And he heads to the pits.
Indeed. Let's see what Limbo does, starting his first lap.
Yes, Turismo now on his flying lap.
I got high expectations from this guy. Really high expectations. I expect him to win again.
Beautifully navigating through start of the mountain with this beautiful little NSX.
Obviously, the thing he doesn't know at the moment, I don't know why, he's really going up, but he got a back of the grip penalty, so I assume he will be using this time for practice. But still, let's see what he can do. As he goes a little bit wide, which is not helping.
On my screen, although
still 3/10 on PS Vita.
Showing some really strong pace already on his opening flying lap.
Right up to the wall. He comes up over this crest. We'll see what his time is. Up 0.195 seconds.
That's really fast indeed. So everyone has to
As long as he hammers out
purple.
Ben Yeaton missing the pit entry completely. Let's go back to Turismo. Come out of the final corner.
See what he can do.
I reckon it's Paul. I see. It is Paul, like 3/10.
Long shot.
Really long shot, yeah.
And now we'll have some traffic to deal with.
But it's still PS Vita on Paul, obviously, with the back of the grip penalty for limbo. Let's see. Everyone in the outlet. Let's ride on with Warrico, who's on the lap. The American rocking number, entry number 420.
Let's see. This corner, this small straight, is Solman through McPhillamy.
Oh, you really know all the corners?
To the skyline.
That's a weird flex, but okay.
Oh, I see it's the wall. Unfortunately, Warrico hits the wall, which is going to compromise him, but he was 7/10 up on his best time. Still 3.4 seconds to pole position to Limbo's time.
As I'm looking through PS Vita's suspiciously purple Audi TT, reminding me of the Thanos car.
The Thanos, yeah.
Driving through the twisty mountain and going on to the straight now. I believe this is still an... Wait, this
is outlap, this is outlap, yeah. Outlap.
Right.
Let's go back to Orico then, coming up to the final corner of his qualifying lap. Will he improve? That's the big question we're asking today.
I don't think so. Maybe a little.
He does, yeah, a little. 3/10. Still not enough, doesn't get any positions with it. That's Old's W machines coming out the final corner. Is Old's going to improve? Ooh, not really. 6/10 off. Mr. Person then. Is he going to do something?
There seems to be a huge gap between the current top three and the rest. The top three sitting on at about 2-minute 12s, while Turismo even going under that on a 2-minute 11, while then the rest are on 2-minute 14s, so that is definitely a big gap from P3 to P4.
Something we don't really want to see in this series, but things are as they stand.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, especially with the low turn-ups for this event, but well, it is what it is.
Yep, still 7 minutes remaining in qualifying. Plenty of time for the drivers to set something and surprise us. What is it going to be? As well, Rico's 7/10 down on his time in this sector. Don't think it will be an improvement for him, but we'll see.
Which our PSV has gone and got a penalty for his flying lap, which is unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. Definitely not going to be an improvement. As he goes white.
That's a good question. Where exactly did he get a slowdown penalty in a track like Bathurst, where everywhere you face there's a wall or a gravel?
Probably he either slapped the wall or
yeah, I reckon it's just slapped the wall.
ran skyline wide.
Old W machines also not up on his time.
And sheet, what a time!
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, that is right in front of PS Vita.
It is.
Only 200ths of a second.
That's a good time. That's professional Paul.
So now
2 minute 12.1.
Now we've got a proper four-way battle at the top floor. Looking a bit better now.
Still on board with Banshee, who improves in his first sector. Obviously with the nice looking Audi. Nice yellow, pink and red combination of colours. Or orange, should I say.
Nice fade.
Really nice fade. Part of CSX, never really heard of it, but as things stand, he's doing well. Scraps the wall a little bit. Actually not helping him.
Well, and I believe he slowed down just now.
So that's not going to be an improvement.
Flying lap.
Let's take a look at sector split. 3.5 seconds down. That's not good. Definitely not an improvement for him on this lap. Now let's head on board with the German who's in P4 at the moment. Eisfangel's in a Ferrari. Or P5 now, should I say. Eisfangel's obviously in the opening round at Monza that wasn't streamed. Managed to grab P4. Last round managed to grab P8. I'd say you definitely improve on that if you just finish, because there are only 7 turn-ups. About 4 min actually.
Oops.
I see what Eisfangel's going to do. He improves, but a little bit. It doesn't help him.
A tiny margin, but still an improvement, nevertheless.
Most are still on their outlaps here.
People going to ready up for the final push towards the last few minutes of this session.
And then bonus outlap. Obviously not a contender for Paul because he got that back of the grid penalty. Benji, pardon, on his outlap. PSV that on a lap, but 1/10 down the first sector.
The first sector, though, isn't what counts in this track. I believe the second sector, or the very twisty bits, as I like to call them, are all that matters. If you can nail those, you are going to set a very fast lap.
That's definitely true.
That's the critical point.
I mean, sector 1 is really car dependent. If your car got good acceleration or top speed.
Yeah, that is true.
The others are just down to drivers. Obviously with some cars having a bit of an advantage.
It's more down to just picking up the lines and trying to not lose too much time, because in the twisty section, if you mess up one corner, it will result in messing up all the rest of it too. So very critical to get it right.
Sorry to disturb you there, Jan, but PS Vita and P3 is 1/10 up on his time in the middle sector.
Oh, this might shape up to be
a screamer of a lap.
Exciting end.
That's that on board. Two tenths up. Ooh. Coming up to a cheeky corner.
Last 2 corners.
Hitting both apexes.
See what he can do.
Come up to the last corner.
And
oh, he does improve.
Splits Benji and Turismo.
Turismo Limbo, yeah.
that will be a nice provisional pole for him.
However, Benji has just gone and improved on his first sector by 2 tenths as well.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
So this could be close coming up on the end here. 40 seconds left in the session.
Turismo just about to complete his lap 2.
As Ben Sheet.
Oh,
and he improves
another
by 2
improvement.
That is a very fast lap time.
So he's now 4 tenths up.
11.6.
All W
machine up on PS Vita.
All W machine starting his last lap.
On this
Ben Sheet made a bit of a mistake. So that should be his lap. Yep, just about over with.
Oh, it's not looked to be an improvement. Let's look down on the field. Mr. Person is green.
Alrighty.
Okay, it seems as if everyone has completed their laps.
Yep. Qualifying is over.
Crashing out, so not going to be setting a faster lap time than what he has set already.
Now just hoping that race director will remind everyone to just sit still at turn 2. Just don't move. Come out the pit so we can do the grit. Actually, we have a little 8-minute break.
To be honest, I should really be practicing for the GT3 race right now, as I haven't practiced for it.
I'll be fine.
All week.
You've got 2 hours to practice for it in the race.
I don't think that counts as practice.
Good people,
Back to the pit. Let's hope the race director can remind him. Any favourite car liveries we got here today, boys?
I'm really liking Ben Sheets.
Benji, yeah. That's right,
PS Vita's Thanos car. Audi TT.
We're going to be rooting for Thanos. See if he can enable that Infinity Gauntlet this race.
Okay.
We have another entrant this race. Rat Sis joins. Obviously the guy from the Audi. He was really competitive last time out in GT4, together with his teammate. If you just tune in, we're just waiting for everyone. We're just having a small break. We're qualifying us over. It's Benji who will start from pole position. He will be followed by PS Vita. It's Turismo Limbo who got the fastest time this session, but his back of the grid penalty will be applied today, meaning that he will have to start from the back.
Alright. So, looks like we're about ready here, just waiting on the brake to end. And then we'll reset the lobby settings and go to the race.
Yes, we'll start the race in 5 minutes.
Alright.
Let's hope the grid is okay. Nick, can you maybe talk us through the grid order?
Alright, so for today's race, the grid order will be PS Vita in the TT, CSX Benjit in the TT, Olds W Machines in the V8 Vantage, Ice Fengels in the 458 Italia, Mr. Person in the SLS, Waurico in the Cayman, Rad Sizz in the TT, and the championship leader Turismo Limbo starting from the back in the NSX.
Isn't there a small mistake with the qualifying, with the grid order? Because on my telemetry, Benji is in front of PS Vita.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Just making sure here.
Yeah, we're just making sure here. As I will just send the grid order to the race director on Snapchat.
Yes, via Snapchat, not sponsored.
Not sponsored, not at all. Let's wait for the click, and we're good to go. Now, let's hope he sees it.
Yeah, this could be a hit or miss.
6 people watching now. Welcome everyone. I'm gonna repeat what I just said. We're in a small warm-up session now. Qualifying is over. It's set to be an amazing race today at Mount Panorama.
Alrighty, so
Yep, 3 minutes remaining.
just about ready to go.
I'm pumped for this one. I think the most interesting thing we are going to see here today is Turismo Limbo's charge through the field.
Yeah, that'll be something to watch. Same with Rad Sizz. Those are 2 really quick drivers.
Yes.
Of course, Rad Sizz missed his qualifying, but shouldn't be much of a problem. Still got an hour racing. Let's see if he can fight for a win here.
Despite Turismo's overwhelming pace, it's still going to be difficult to charge up the grid in a track like Bathurst, but I believe in 1 hour, if you don't make any mistakes, a win won't be off the table here.
And we're going to see something. I mean, Turismo Limbo is known for not being the cleanest when overtaking.
But he certainly gets the job done.
I mean, he gets it done, but the question is it legal or not? Obviously, he's back of the grid.
It's up to the stewards.
Yeah. He got this back of the grid thanks to his actions at Suzuka, which he won. He got the double and fastest lap. Let's just make sure we're on standing grid for this race.
Yep. And, well...
Fran Carab in the comment section, he's asking if his name is displayed as Fran the Boss 43. No, it's not. We can see your full name and we can go on Facebook. You got to do the grid again, Nick.
No, I don't.
Really? Oh, that's good.
It saves itself, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, well, I'll just change it. Wow, big deal. I got it memorized.
Sure. Yes, we're going to turn 2. Jan, can you just check the grid to be sure? Oh wait, you can't see it, right?
Saved.
Is it safe?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just wait for everyone to enter then, and then it's go time.
On olds.
We're just waiting for Olds W machines to join in, which he does. I think we're ready.
Oh.
Ooh, tourism out, having a bit of
Last
slow.
check of the grid order. Everything looks good, so we're good to go.
We're good to go. Let's start the final.
Three, 2, 1, and here we go.
It's go time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GT4 race for the SAGO GT Championship, the Endurance Trophy at Bathurst. The drivers are going to take their GT4 spec cars around the circuit of Mount Panorama. It's set to be a beautiful race. It's Benji starting from pole, championship leader Limbo starting from the back. Let's see what's going to happen as we wait for the 5 red lights. Well, the 5 red lights, the countdown, and we're off.
It's lights out, and away we go for the 1 hour of Bathurst Ice Fingles. What a jump!
That's a good start with the 2nd place.
Having to go a bit off the track there, but still all within.
Ooh, that's Vita.
Yes. PS Vita has got a terrible start to this race. Started on the front row, but slowly faded all the way to the well, not slowly, quickly faded all the way to dead.
Mr. Person looking for a look, and there's a bit of contact, and he slides.
There's a spin by Mr. Person in the Mercedes. I think he caught the grass there. And,
that one was going into Griffin's.
yeah, could have saved that in time.
Still Benji leading, clean start from him.
Well, that's an unfortunate start for the car that I was already starting to like, the Thanos car by PS Vita.
Just Malemba having a bit of a look on Warrico, he scrapes the wall.
Oh, there is some side-by-side action.
Yeah,
there.
it's a beautiful move around the outside. Rats is trying to follow him, which he does not.
It's now
Ooh,
caught behind him all the way down.
Olds W machines having a bit of a mistake and dropping down the order.
Oh wow, and surprisingly, Turismo capitalising on all these mistakes and battles going around, he has now
See what happened there.
all the way into P3 from last place.
It's really unfortunate from Olds W machines.
Sheet is just running away with it. His first lap just kept it clean, and that's what happens around this circuit. Keep it clean and you're going to be on your way.
Yeah, but look at this, Turismo has already got 5 places in the first lap of this race.
Oh! PS Vita going for a bit of a move, which he does not. There's a bit of contact between him and Ratsis.
A lot of
Oh, Warrico going off track.
Down here. PS Vita has now managed to salvage 2 places from this initial drop to last.
Turismo is now right behind Ice Fangles. Let's see what the Honda driver can do.
Going for the kill.
Turismo's already caught up to the German. Insane pace being displayed by the Canadian today.
Is he going to be patient? Is he going to go for the move? He's going to tuck him behind and wait for it.
He thinks better of it. And, well, unfortunately for him, he might be losing some time now over here going into the twisties.
Yep. Turismo takes a look around the inside.
He picks up the inside line and gets the move done.
That's beautiful.
Good move, and now he's got 4 seconds to gain. Pick up on CSX Ben Cheat, who's just got great pace so far.
The gap now obviously has extended to around 4 seconds. We'll have to see if Turismo will catch up to that.
We'll have a look. As all the drivers make their way down the hill. As we got a little bit of a battle for P3 going on. Old W machines in the Aston Martin are looking to move up some places.
And the slipstream of ice fingers.
Right behind us we got another battle going on, Rat Sis versus PS Vita. No overtakes are being made just yet. Old W machines going for a move.
He's got the inside.
Yep. But Ice Fangles
do the last corner.
Yep. Ice Fangles had the line there, and he has to tuck out. The gap between P1 and 2 is 4.5 seconds right now. It's not really increasing or decreasing, but these drivers are looking to have the same pace at the moment, how things stand.
It's been going a bit back and forth, but now I think the gap has extended even quite a bit since the last time, or since the overtake from Limbo on Ice Fingers. The gap being back then around 4.2 seconds. Then he's keeping up some really
Ratsis having a look around the outside and makes it stick. Beautiful there.
Oh, they're still side by side.
Yeah, Old W hits the wall.
Yes.
Oh, Ratsis does the same. Bit of rub and scrub.
Keep the car in control despite getting some contact between the car and the wall.
Ooh, hitting his
post. Goes a bit over the grass over there.
Bit of a scary moment.
Still managing to keep it going with no further issues.
Ooh, it's not done though.
Oh, sparks flying there.
Oh, beautiful!
Gets the inside line.
It's not done though. Ratsis got the slipstream, and PS Vita is looking behind it right there, and he's thinking, can I get a piece of action?
Yeah, PS Vita looking hungry over there at the back, as these two are battling side by side. Never mind that. Going all in one big chunk. There's a bit of contact there. However, everyone managed. Oh no!
Olds goes on.
Yes,
that's unfortunate.
So that'll be an incident to remember come the end of the race. Let's see how that affects it. Kind of unfortunate.
Doesn't seem like too much time was lost over there, but still important places have been lost.
Just missed his braking point. Didn't account for the extra speed that the
oh wow. Yeah.
That the slipstream gives you. Limbo is just not able to cut that time down.
And has now gone back to where it was as he started
his crusade.
Yes.
Obviously Limbo having made up positions, 7 positions, or 6 to be precise. Good job on him. Not really a lot of things happening at the moment, but the drivers are still close to each other.
It seems to me like Turismo is able to reel in the gap in the mountainous bit. However, each time I come back to him after the end of the lap, the gap seems to return. However, now Benji's making a mistake out of the exit of the hairpin.
Oh,
Turismo now able to get in within 2 seconds of Benji.
let's get a replay of that.
Yeah,
Which we don't. Okay.
ran it wide at the elbow and slapped the wall. Benji did. Don't know if you got a replay of that, but
We go a bit to the back of the field. We got PSV there, taking a look at Ratsis. Not really doing anything, just having a little cheeky look. The battle for P1 is definitely heating up at the moment.
That is true.
right up on him now, basically.
I'm still surprised at how even a pack of a mere 8 cars have still stuck within each other quite well, honestly.
Yeah.
And huge gaps forming except for the top two who are now on a complete different charge.
I think the thing I'm most surprised of are the driving standards. I think for today we haven't really seen anything going wrong.
Yeah, pretty
aside from the
one incident, yeah.
at Chase, but other than that, obviously that was a bit of a mistake, but not something that's should be taken as a
compliment. As an incident, but as a compliment to the driving standards today.
Yeah. As Benji hits the wall again.
And he's been to grass.
This will be dangerous now as the slipstream gap is just about 8/10 of a second, so now if Turismo Limbo is within 8/10.
Oh, he is. He's
into the straight.
Inside him already. He got a penalty.
As Benji even gets a penalty, this is looking really good.
It's looking juicy.
Everything going into his favour as Benji gets stuck on the wall.
Oh my goodness.
He just went straight in.
The same mistake.
Having a little bit of a host Matt moment there, not really helping him.
That's a bright moment for me.
Yeah. Benji losing his penalty.
Shows you how hard and unforgiving Mount Panorama can be. As Limbo's just now got all the gap in the world to stretch his legs.
Yeah. Turismo Limbo Hamilton is looking good again for this race. Battle for P3. Right, so he's having a bit of a look. And he makes the move. Well, not quite. As he ran wide, unfortunately.
Look at that. Ben Sheet is right up with the rest of the guys now. Lost all that time.
Still displaying for me that Benji has a penalty of 0.0 seconds.
Yeah, we've got the same. Or it's like 0.011 something.
Rad with the epic dive bomb of the century, not able to keep it.
Oh, and they're side by side, P3 and P4, Rad and Ice Fangles going into contact. Ice Fangles hitting the wall because of that, and PSV are capitalising on that little tussle over there.
That's really unfortunate, but then yes, PSV are benefiting from the situation again.
We will likely have to review that after this race.
Certainly, yeah, because that's not the type of racing we want to see here in SAGO.
I don't think he realized he was there, honestly. Just Ice Fangles turned into him while he was already on the inside.
And it's still close though, the battle for P3. Ratsis, PSV, the Ice Fangles and Olds W Machines closing up. It's going to look interesting coming to this race.
Like a three-way battle. No, it's actually a four-way battle.
Yep, Ice Fangles doing a little bit of a Tokyo.
W right behind this little group.
So 3 of the 4 top runners are Audi TTs. I don't know about you, but I guess I'd say those are favorite cars. And the best cars all around.
Let's not forget the NSX though. Limbo really making its mark.
Yeah, of course. NSX is a dark horse.
It is.
GT3 and 4.
I'm sorry to interrupt you there, Nick, but PS Vita going for a move on Rat Sis for P3.
Olds W going for pit stop as well.
Yep, let's see what he's going to do.
First person to open the pit stop game on lap 6.
With only 15 or not even 15 minutes of driving.
As he re-enters right in front of Mr. Person, bumper to bumper.
Yep. Really interrupting that battle.
In one big group.
These guys are separated by 14 seconds to the second group. Which is still bunched up quite nicely.
Quite a surprising amount of action going down here tonight in Mount Panorama.
Yeah, I mean Mount Panorama. I think the circuit's hard to overtake, but there's enough room for on the straight.
Definitely.
Ice Fangles were really closing up to Benji. Are we going to see something on the straight?
Another penalty.
Of 1 second, scraping the wall again. Really showing its inconsistency.
Turismo increasing the gap all the way 10 seconds.
Benji losing a little bit of his penalty, but that means Ice Fangles gets passed through. Can Ratsis do something? He can.
Ratsis does the same. So PS Vita now looking at the back of Benji, having a look already into Chase,
but not really doing anything. Damien B asking, can you see what kind of tyres they are running? Unfortunately we can't.
Stop.
It's interesting, started on the mediums, let's see what he's going to do.
Looks like most of the runners have been out on mediums from the start.
Let's see, so Limbo is on mediums, Ice Fangles is on mediums, Brad is on mediums, PS Vita is on mediums, Old's on softs, Rico medium.
Benji rejoins on hards.
Old, however, has already stopped, so...
Yeah.
Oh, was that? Yeah,
that's Old. Not looking good for Benji, the pole starter, the pole sitter.
Oh, that's right. Old has managed to jump them actually, so this strategy call might go completely in the favour of Old W.
Looking good so far.
Old W really showing what he's made of. Known to be a really consistent driver for us in the series. As Turismo is enjoying some free air.
The gap going just around 10 seconds here and there.
Or PS Vita running white. Still big gap to P5, but these guys are yet to pit.
That is true. PS Vita collects a 1 second penalty in the same place as MG just a lap ago.
Yeah, probably for scraping the lap, or the wall, pardon. Nothing really going on track at the moment. Cars are still fairly close to each other, but no overtaking moves are being made. Are people going to pit this lap? Not yet. Top 3 stays out for another lap. PS Vita goes in. So that means all W machines Gonna make another move.
Oh yes, he jumps him, and by quite a mile even, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely the correct strategy call for this point of the race.
Let's see what P3 is gonna end up.
But it seems as if
back of the pack.
The cars have settled now in their places and are now starting to create some gaps to each other.
I mean, I don't know if the gap is increasing between P3 and P4, but these top 3 guys have yet to pit.
That's true. However, PS Vita are now going on the hard compound tyres in last place. Wonder how that strategy call will go.
I reckon this is last pit stop.
Could very well be. However, my experience of the hardest compound tyres hasn't been good. Looking at the GT3 class, at least people try to avoid them because
yeah, they're not really that great.
Longer stint. Yeah, I mean, even with that taken into account, you have to refuel your car to max for really to extend that stint. And that's what's going to ultimately cost you time going for the hardest compound of tyres.
I wish there was an option in GT Sport where we could just see what tyres everyone is on, and maybe the fuel. That could be really interesting. I think the overlay, Jan, that they use at the real life events with like the Nations Cup and the Manufacturers Series, I think they really need to set out those layouts to the public for us to use, because it makes the live stream make so much better, or makes it look so much better.
However, you can actually see which tyres everyone is on if you go into the lap chart or the timing monitor.
That's good. As Rat sits, moves into the pit lane.
W to be the only one on the soft compound tyre at this moment.
Making up another place.
PS Vita, 2 drivers on the hards and the rest are mediums.
That's interesting. I'm wondering how Limbo's mediums feel, but he extended his gap to like around 10 seconds. That's really a lot.
Yeah, Limbo, never mind that. I was looking.
I see Mr. Person gets in the pits too.
Really going on track right now.
Not really.
Mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, Mr. Person.
I'm surprised. I mean, I know he might just win, but I didn't expect this gap to be here already.
That's definitely a huge gap already to Ice Fingers as well. 10.7 seconds as it stands right now.
Especially with the back of grid penalty.
Gaps now hovering around 3 and 5 seconds between the whole field. No action whatsoever happening right now.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to just chill down, get a bottle of water because we're healthy boys, and enjoy the sunset, I guess, if you're in Europe.
Actually, never mind that. Waruko seems to have made a mistake and is now going side by side with Rad Sizz. Going into straight.
Getting the move done, Rat Sizz.
However, Waruko is still in the slipstream of Rad, so
the leader is in the pits, though.
Into the chase. Oh yes, that's correct. Turismo Limbo going into the pits. Rad is having to defend a bit from Waruko.
As he goes wide.
Goes off the track. And Waruko is able to capitalize.
No, he's doing it too.
Also off the track.
Oh no! Oh my god!
Which means PS Vita is able to catch up to these two.
That's going to be good. As Turismo Limbo rejoins the track in P3, with Ben G 1.3 seconds behind him. So that was a little bit of an undercut, but still, Turismo has fresh their tyres. fresher tyres, Jesus.
On the soft.
Icefangle's leading. Obviously never won a race. Bathurst is P4 in the opening race of this season.
Wait, Benji is right behind of Turismo.
Gap only 1.5 seconds.
So the undercut has definitely worked out for the people who've done it.
Will it work out in the long run though? That's the question we're all asking.
That's right. Checking on which tyres Turismo has gone on, and Turismo is on the soft compound tyre.
I think that's a two-stop.
Of old W.
Yeah, I think Benji is trying to stretch out his stints here.
I mean, what compound has Benji done?
Hard.
He's going to the end. He's going to the end.
Yeah.
Icefangle's really is a patient driver, as it's just been said in the chat. Just enjoying from other people's mistakes, which is a good thing.
That's true. However, old W now
and he makes
right as I say that.
That is the commentator's curse.
That is the commentator's curse.
Jinxed him so badly. We are so sorry. We didn't mean to.
Dead mediums, which I assume he was gonna go into the pits.
Wait.
Low to Cooper 2K and Icefangle's.
Mess it up again.
I don't really think it was a good idea to stay out. Those tires are dead.
Those are really dead. It didn't really pay off for him. The long run.
Just not sure what the idea was.
I don't know either. But I should say that Turismo Limbo's on the soft right now, right? You really think he can stretch that out for another 35 minutes?
No.
He definitely has to pit.
Maybe.
I think he's on a really light car right now. Less fuel.
Yeah. He's got 3/4 tank fuel. I still don't understand.
Warrico in the
Was
box.
to stay out with Icefangle's.
I don't know. It was doing a Sebastian Vettel in Austria from a couple of years ago. Only his tyre didn't blow, he blew a bit himself.
Turismo now catching up to Old W within 1 second now.
Oh,
W makes some mistakes.
Wow.
That's terrible.
This is a big bra moment from Old W machines.
Turismo can continue on, but Olds got it wrong.
Yep, Old's now right behind Benji, but Benji has another penalty.
Fortunately for Turismo, we don't have damage on. Imagine if that would have gone down, it would have been terrible.
Would have made the race more fun, that for sure.
Could have made it a bit more entertaining, but for the drivers, it would be a nightmare.
It will be, yeah.
Well, Benji has a massive penalty. Don't know where he got that from.
I reckon from scrapping the walls.
4.5.
Avoiding that crash, he must have had to take some evasive action. Took a penalty for it, but
Icefangle's going off at the chase.
Oh no.
The medium tyre is being so shot that it's impossible to keep control of a car with such dead tyres. And he goes on to continue.
Rat Sis making a move for P3.
Look at the deficiency of grip on that car. You cannot control that Ferrari anymore.
Rat Sis makes the move. Makes it stick, but now Icefangle's just the outside line.
Oh! Surprisingly, manages to keep it around the outside.
It's not over though.
with the Ferraris, good exit speed, but it shouldn't be much for Rad to get past unless Ice has a bit of a moment with his garbage tires.
He holds it around the outside though, but it's not enough.
makes contact with the wall.
Is that going to give him a time penalty? It is.
Yes, it is.
1 second.
It's just not going his way.
It's not worth to go on with such worn tyres in a race like this, as it is very easy to make mistakes then with the tyres falling off the cliff, having no grip whatsoever.
This is going to be a talking point, because obviously Ice Fangles has been a pretty good driver today, as Rat kisses the wall.
I mean, good driver. He really messed his first stint up, but extending it a little bit too long for Ungoot.
I don't know what the idea is.
Just see the Ferrari drifting out. Further hurting his tyres.
Yeah, his tires have just been... The last 2 laps have just fallen off a cliff. As if they weren't bad enough when we gave him the commentator's curse.
Unfortunately for him. Should we try it on Limbo? I mean, Limbo is doing so good, making 0 mistakes this race.
And he stays out again. I don't know if he knows he has to pit.
Wait, he didn't pit already, Ice Fangles?
No, he still stays out.
Can we have a look what compound he's on?
He's on mediums, but they're dead.
I mean, medium soft.
A quarter tank left.
He can make a medium soft, but it won't work because it's just simply be too slow on his first stint. It will be another story if he's on the hards though.
So much time.
His last lap being a 2 minutes 19, which is
way off.
6 seconds slower than Turismo's last lap. So that is way too big of a margin, definitely, at this point of the race.
And we say goodbye to Cooper.
We say goodbye to Cooper. Me personally, I'll be right back. I'll just be getting some snacks for this entertaining race. Dinner.
Let's go grab some popcorn.
Yes, mate.
Yeah, that's right. Ice Fangles this time managing to navigate around the chase. Let's see if he pits. No, he does not. PS Vita is now only within 3 seconds of Ice Fangles. Well, surely we'll be able to see a move from him in the next couple of laps if Ice Fangles refuses to pit. Well, if he is able to extend this stint far enough, he might be able to I don't know, because if he goes on hards after this stint, he's already gone through more than half of the race, so it's not worth. And well, I doubt that the softs are able to last for 26 minutes. I mean, that's the only tyre he should... Yeah, well, that's the only compound he should really go to be honest, but he can't make this a one-stop, surely.
what, 5 laps? 6 laps?
Did anything happen? I don't know.
Not too much.
No, we're riding along with ice.
With who?
However,
If he still hasn't pitted.
if you look at PS Vita's gap to ice, he's only managed to gain 1 second since the start of the lap, so definitely the difference between hard tyres and worn mediums isn't even that much. So that leaves Ice Fengels with the only possible next strategy going on softs. You don't want to lose too much time on the hard tyres, which are a complete nail.
Well, let's see this time. Will he dive in?
No, he will not.
And he slides wide again.
It definitely must be difficult to keep that Ferrari under control by now. PS Vita is now within 1.5 seconds of Ice Fengels.
It's going to be interesting.
Definitely. Looks like Radsiz might be saving some fuel or something, as he's actually losing time to Ice Fengels behind him with the absolutely shot medium tyres. So who knows where the strategy will play, or into whose hands the strategy game will play into.
I still think it's a weird call. Just go this long on mediums. I mean, hards maybe I can understand, but mediums, come on. You don't have to be Michael Jackson to understand that's not going to work out.
To be honest though, to be fair, the hard tyres are probably worse though.
I don't know.
Stint with them, because they are, by the get-go, they're already like so much slower than the mediums, and by the time the mediums are starting to get slower, the hards are
I don't know. As we greet Hunty in the chat. Good evening, Hunty.
Hello.
Oh, look at this. Okay, so PS Vita is now going on a move.
And I don't know if this might end bad with these shot tires.
won't.
He's able to stop it in time.
Vita runs white though.
Oh, PS Vita goes a bit wide over to the grass. Fengels having to quickly react to that, and now on the outside for the last corner. Cannot keep the car within the racing line.
But still got a cheeky penalty.
Must be made of ice by now.
Friend the boss in the chat asked when is GT3 starting. Well, that'll be after this race. We'll have a 1 hour free practice session and then we'll start. Old W machines coming close to Ice Fengel. I reckon both drivers are yet to pit.
Olds has pitted, but Ice Fengels has not. He's gonna run out of gas if he doesn't pit.
I mean, both drivers still have to pit in this race. What I meant.
Olds?
Yeah, I mean, he's on softs, isn't he?
No, he's on mediums now. He's pitted.
Oh, really? I was
Ice
getting
Fengels
the
is the
food
only
done.
one who hasn't pitted.
I don't know why. Still, it's like nearly only
If he
20
doesn't,
minutes left.
he's gonna run out of gas. Like, I'd say he probably has, I don't know, like 3 laps left worth.
And Turismo has been able to create a complete pit stop worth of a gap to
Same with Benji. Benji to Rad is just pit stop too.
That's right.
Limbo really living life at the moment.
And Olds has just closed that gap right up.
Yeah, this is what I mean with
by the end of the straight.
this is what I mean with the hard tyres being the wrong option, because now Turismo is pretty much able to go on a pit stop, and even if he drops behind Benjeet, he will have absolute brutal pace compared to Benjeet. As Benjeet goes to pit, actually.
Weird call.
His hard tires.
Weird call.
Well, he seems to have been running low on fuel, so...
Obviously, yeah, the debutant,
pit stop.
the debutant not really what to know in terms of strategies.
I don't know if it's a weird call. This might be smart. He will be covering off Rad for the end of this race. I think the final hits...
That was about time, wasn't it?
Dead mediums.
I don't know what the strategy is there, but it certainly hasn't worked out at all.
Let's hope he doesn't go to odds.
Hard tires definitely being the wrong call at this point. Only 20 minutes left of this race.
You can pick softs if you want.
Well, Benji now creating an ever good gap on Rad.
Ice Fangle's going with softs.
Yeah,
I would say he probably overfilled the car too.
Both Benji and Ice Fangles.
And Limbo just has a massive gap. Jeez. Of course, he hasn't stopped again yet.
He could afford even 2 pit stops and still come ahead of Benjeet. Honestly, he could just extend this stint even a bit longer and then go on soft after. However, he looks like he's going to...
Ooh, we keep that. I will see that.
Oh, Limbo was on the softs, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what Mr. Limbo is going to go for, as I enjoy this meal.
Benji still having to carry that 4.4 second penalty with him.
Let's go on the softs again.
To eventually drain that off.
Greetings to like Donna in the chat, and friend the boss asking when is the actual race starting. The actual race will start at 1800 GMT time, so regular SAGO time.
As I just witnessed PS Vida cutting across the chase completely, missing the braking point for that corner. And is now P5, 2.6 seconds behind OW. OW being right in the slipstream range of Rad's as well. Going through the first corner into the straight. Slipstream with that Aston, look at that power.
Are you going to go for it?
Aston has.
It's an easy move.
Doesn't need to go for anything, he is already in front of Rad.
It's not over though. Audi being better up the hills.
That is true, however. I think the Aston might have got this for now, and Rad's is drifting through the uphill corner. Losing all that valuable time. Now 2 seconds behind Old W. It seems as there's a battle going down between the bottom two, Mr. Person and Ice Fingles.
Oh fuck! That's my snack. It's a bit hot for my mouth.
F to pay respects for that.
Yep, a little bit of a brow moment inside me. It's a bit of a boring phase of the race. Turismo really... Oh, Warrico.
Mike might be quite quiet.
Mine?
Yeah, I think it was at least a second ago.
That was better than an echo.
Alright. Well, Rad and PS Vita are closing in on each other. So that's our bit of action.
our very own Thanos car navigating through the chase.
Yep, really showing why he's not the friends of the Avengers.
And he goes to pit. So I guess we're not going to see this battle unfold, unfortunately. He was on hards with a lot of fuel actually left in the tank. Enough to finish the race even. So
Let's see what kind of stones Thanos is going to put in his Infinity Gauntlet this time.
we'll definitely see.
As he's on the softs.
Well, there's not much point putting in any other compound of tyres at this point. 15 minutes remaining, and so softs are easily able to last.
Indeed.
This final stint.
I think it's safe to say, barring any mistakes, this will be the finishing order.
Yeah. I mean, is anyone still yet to pit? I don't think so. Definitely, I don't want to jinx it, but big winner of today obviously being Turismo Limbo. The big loser of today being Ice Fangles, messing it up by himself.
Trying to extend a
think that is
extending.
Ice Fangles replicating the Ferrari strategists of the real-life Formula 1 series.
Yeah. I think everyone in Maranello will be a bit mad. Not talking about a song.
Not at all. And this Turismo Limbo sets a new fastest lap of the race.
Jeez. I think that's faster than people's qualifying laps. Yeah, he is flying.
Benji having a very big gap behind him, so he can definitely afford to drain his
As Holt goes in the pit.
Well, that's surprising. Again, a lot of fuel left in the tank.
Rat sits. They're doing the same.
Seems like a lot of people have just given up on their medium and hard stints to the end and just opting out to go for a soft stint.
Can Mr. Thanos and the PS Vita do something? Not really. Rat sits loses a lot of positions there though. There's a really weird strategy that we are seeing today.
Emerges right behind Ice Fangles. Ice Fangles having a 1/10 of a penalty left to serve. This could be a battle towards the end.
13 minutes remaining. So anything in the midfield can happen. 8 drivers, 12 minutes, me eating a snack. It's gonna be good. As Rat says, it's one thing to be Ice Fangles, who still has a penalty yet to serve.
Yeah, as I said, Rads is just emerging out of the pits, so he has very fresh softs line up for overtake on Ice Fangles. We'll see if that happens within the
Oh!
Oh, there goes
There's our
Ice Fangles.
overtake.
There's it, yeah. Ice Fangles having a little bit of a BRUH moment there on the wall.
Bruh.
Yep, that's what it means. Oh, Tokyo drifting it down the hills.
Well, PS Vita's on the softs and Olds is on mediums. Let's see if PS Vita can close that gap and you get a podium here.
I don't know why he would go on the mediums though.
What's left?
I mean, he pitted with 12 or 13 minutes left.
See. That's right, yeah. Olds going on mediums, that is a very odd strategy call. As he goes wide onto the grass and spins around.
Oh, this is really going to compromise him.
This is his podium.
Thanos car.
That's it, Thanos making the move around the outside.
And there it
It's
is.
a podium position.
Thanos
He
car
can just
in podium.
pull away now. a moment.
I think Thanos has finally found his Infinity Gauntlet and run off with it.
Yeah, I haven't seen him at the front already.
Third place now.
Did not expect him to do that.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Brad is
saying
in
as
softs.
Jeez. There's still 4.8 second gap between Ratsis and Olds W machines. If he's getting another jar moment, we can see things happen.
well. Trying to be great.
Well, the gap's not really closing from 5th and 4th place, so...
It is actually.
Well, maybe a little bit.
Well, just
Yeah,
1
actually,
second.
no. Yeah, Rad's up on his personal best by nearly a second.
It'll be really unfortunate if Olds W machines messes something up in these closing stages of the race. Which is
being the wrong call.
Not grippy at all.
Laps remaining. Yeah.
2.8 seconds now.
Yeah, look at that. Although the Aston being able to keep up very well through the straight, I believe he scored up half a second even to PS Vita.
Yeah, what happened
Maybe
there?
down to PS Vita doing a mistake on the exit. However, the gap is now only a mere 1.1 second.
Are we looking to have a battle for the podium in the closing stages? I think we are, ladies and gentlemen.
This could very well be it. A battle from 5th to 3rd.
It's really closing up now, last 8 minutes left. 4 laps-ish?
Around that, yeah.
See what happens. PS Vita up on his PB.
Nothing really happening at the moment. It's just these cars so close together, all being covered by around 3 seconds.
PS Vita again only leading by a mere second.
That gap is closing.
Olds W, while Rad being 1.5 seconds behind Olds W. So this trio is definitely looking to bunch up for the end of the race.
All safely through the dipper.
Let's just hope everything will go cleanly and not that this trio will just bang. So it'll be disaster, not only for the league but just for the driver, maybe risking a penalty.
Yeah, I'd hate to see them bang.
Yeah. Man, I can imagine people behind would love to see it, but it's not really something for the audience.
No more.
Gap is
No!
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Penalty.
That is the absolute
regardless.
How much is the penalty though?
absolute mirror of what Olds W did just a few laps ago.
Yeah, there's really been a copycat in that. Ratchet's laughing this.
Around. Yeah, this time around, Olds W managed to capitalise on PS Vita doing the same exact mistake.
Being lucky though.
Yeah, Rad looking really good for the closing stages of this race. Only 1.1 seconds now behind Vita.
Yeah, this looks like it'll be a battle for 4th now. But you never know. Obviously, Olds could make another mistake.
Not
He
huge,
raises the wall.
However, Rad is now within slipstream distance of PS Vita, so if he can keep this gap going into the back straight, we might very well see an overtake. Whereas Olds, if he can keep mistake-free, he might even be able to capitalise on those two battling behind, as he's already been able to create a gap of nearly 2 seconds. And Rads is only 3/10 behind now, so this might definitely shape up into a move.
Ooh, PS Vita being a little bit shaky. On board with Ratsis now for this section.
This will be it, going down Conrad straight.
He's going to go for it. Watch him, watch him.
They don't make a mistake.
As right as their right bumper to tail going into the straight, so no doubt about it, Rad will be looking to get a move done.
Benji opts into the pit lane.
And he's ahead.
That's right, Rads is now
Let's see if he can.
It's not over though.
able to get P4, PS4 looking for that inside line, but it is not enough.
It's not enough indeed. Can he do something coming up to the last corner? The answer is no. He was looking, but he realised, nah, I'm not getting into that.
He might be saving up his moves for the next straight going into turn 2, as there's a long straight. So
I see both guys getting a decent exit.
definitely in the slipstream distance, 0.5 seconds behind. But will it be enough?
Don't think it will. You have to be a very brave man to do it, or just stupid.
Honestly, it being only 3.5 minutes left, the Audis are just looking at fighting each other.
Ratsis kissing the wall.
Has already pulled in a 2.3 second gap, even going up to 2.5 seconds, so there's definitely only between the Audis now.
3 minutes left.
Benji still having to carry the 4-second penalty, unless there's a new penalty.
I reckon it is. Let's see if both drivers are going to make it through cleanly. PS Vita loading up his balls for a ballsy move.
Loading up Thanos car.
Yes, mate.
No comment.
Thanos car.
Venus.
Slipstream not really doing much anything yet.
Not really.
Now it is closing it.
Yeah, it's not enough though.
Nope.
You have to be named Will Smith to do something like that.
God damn it, Joey.
You're not hitting today. Oh, yeah, but PS Vita didn't get a great exit out of, was it? I don't remember the corner name. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, he's just...
PS Vita is out of slipstream range now, so that is gonna look like it will be it for that battle.
Never say never. That's what one guy always said. Actually been a song about it.
This might be the last lap. This will be the last lap for some people, but people in the lead, such as Benji and Turismo, will definitely still be continuing into lap 27.
Yeah, so we're really confirming P3 downwards this lap. Is something going to happen for P4? I don't think it will, but to be honest, I definitely hope so.
Honestly, I wouldn't confirm P3.
I mean, you never know. You could do a little bit of a bra moment coming into the last chicane, but if he does that, yeah, I don't think he will. I mean, why should he? Nothing really to push.
This will be very exciting to watch till the end, because Benji has now acquired an 8-second penalty in total, so that might hinder him.
I don't know. You still got 14 seconds lead for P3.
It is true. However, you're going to lose more time slowing down to that penalty.
Brad makes a mistake.
What the penalty itself says. So
I don't think he'll slow down at all, to be honest.
well, if he doesn't slow down, that penalty is going to grow in the results. So
Is it?
that's going to be yeah, it does.
That's going to be interesting. Well, let's see. Still 20 seconds remaining. Benji making it onto the last lap. Is Olds W going to make it onto the last lap?
That's going to be very close.
If he does, he might be saved.
Goes 5 seconds left. He's just about going to make it.
Slow it.
No, he makes it, but that's rat assist. Oh, he doesn't!
He doesn't.
Well, that's P3 confirmed.
That means Benji will easily be able to confirm second place now.
Congrats to Olds W machines.
Have completed an extra lap on OSW. So we have the final position of the podium confirmed. It's OSW.
Interesting race, but yeah, still I was hoping to see a little bit more numbers in terms of people this race.
Well, yeah, you couldn't ask too much more from a mere 8-car turn up for this event.
I mean, yeah,
I think it was a pretty good race, to be fair.
it was a good race. I'm looking forward to GT3.
Decent action.
Exactly.
As that's Turismo coming out the last corner.
Obviously,
Total domination.
dominant drive, yeah.
Well done on them.
Oh, nearly a minute gap.
That is going to extend to a minute as Benji will have to serve his penalty or carry it on the results.
CSX Benji. P2 on his debut. Not bad at all. I'm quite surprised by this guy. Who knows? We're going to see something of him in the following GT4 championship races. But that's it for Benji. Come around the last corner now. Making it P2 on his debut. Well done.
Good job.
Good job, yeah.
That should do it.
Full results for you guys. Congratulations to Turismo Limbo. Not only to Turismo Limbo, but to Turismo themselves. It's been a good race, boys.
Another win.
I'd say stay tuned, stay around, because we're going to be streaming the GT3 race around Bathurst in an hour time. My name is Joey, this has been Jan and Nick, and I'll see you soon.